The closer you are to your customer without getting creepy, the more likely you are to get sales. And one of the best ways to do that is actually getting a little bit more personal, because so much of business nowadays is impersonal and people remember the personal touch. And the first personal touch is that all your customers have a birthday. Some of them may not want to remember it, others may not want to admit their name, as their age, sorry. Hopefully you know their name. But chances are they've got a birthday and you either know it from some of your records or you can find it out. I mean, if they're a friend of you on Facebook, chances are their Facebook page has got it. If not, ask. I've had that done before. When I was back in retail, Cadbury's a month or so before asked me what my date of birth, what my birthday was, not the date, not the year, just the day and month. And then I got a personalised cream egg poster, A4 or whatever it was, framed with my birth sign on it. You could do that very, very easy, very memorable. Still got it pinned up. It was arrived framed. What would that cost you? £5 for the frame top, and less than a £5 to have it printed. So a tenner for a really personal gift. So if you're in a fairly high margin business, spend a tenner. It would work. If you're in a lower margin business, send them a birthday card. You can get those printed and posted. Buy them in the high street for very low money, or a bit more, and postage 50p at the moment for a stamp, maybe a bit more by the time you watch this. Those work really, really well. And of course it's not just birthdays. I've used in a business I worked with Christmas cards before, really effective. Christmas is a commercial time of year. We were the first Christmas card that they typically got. We posted it out to arrive for the 1st of December. So it's on display somewhere, especially if it's a business. They'll put them up, even if it's home, you'll put it somewhere safe to put up. And we enclosed an offer card with it, because why not? And that actually paid for the mailing for about the first 8 or 9 years we ran it. And if we revamped it again, you could do exactly the same. It doesn't just have to be birthdays or Christmas. Any event, you can send a card to your customers, personalised with their name, ideally, and signed, either personally signed, or if you talk to your printer very nicely, they can actually match the old blue, remember the blue ballpoint pen colour? They can match that easily. And it looks as though it's personally signed. You actually have to rub your finger over it to work out whether or not there's any kind of impression or whether the ink's wet or not. It's like that. So really easy. Even if you're sending out in bulk, you can make them look as though they're personally signed. And if you're sending out in small batches, you can actually personally sign, because you're only sending 1 or 2 out. And handwritten envelopes work even better. And if you're sending a card, typically they'll come in a coloured envelope. So again, a nice bright card, a nice bright envelope with a real stamp on it, so it doesn't look like a commercial mailing, because it isn't. And even if you've got 365 customers, say, that's 1 a day on average. Not difficult to do. You send out a few days beforehand, they've got a birthday card from someone in... How many businesses have sent you a birthday card? 0? 1? Maybe 2. I'd be really surprised if it's any more than that. You make yourself memorable. It doesn't have to be commercial, it just has to be Fred at whichever company it is, or, obviously your name, not Fred. But really easy to do, and getting personal like that makes all the difference. As I said, Christmas card, Halloween card, if you do that, Easter, depending on the mix of your customers, you may get away with that, you may not nowadays, but you could do something, Happy May Day weekend, because that's a bank holiday, therefore it's time off. Anything like that. Happy, late summer holiday, happy new midsummer solstice, midwinter solstice. There's events all over the place. You've got St George's Day, St David's Day, St Andrew's Day. Anything like that. If you can find a saint that's related to your particular business, so St Christopher would be travel, you can find a hook. And if you need help with finding a hook, give me a shout. Details are below. There's a link to a web page, and there's also, you can sign up for more tips like this, because I promise you that they'll make your business, they'll be really cheap to implement, because that's how I work, and they'll be easy to implement, and they'll make you more money, which is the object of the exercise. And if you need help doing that, I can certainly help you with it. So go for it, and get a little bit more personal with your customers within obviously the normal bounds.